Hi, everybody. I hope everybody's having a good day. Like I say, I'm not responsible if anybody gets hurt. It's just my opinion, and sometimes I swear. Today, I was going to make this video, but I said, what the hell? I haven't made a video in a while. I fell, and I was recovering, and now I'm doing one on Charlie Kurtz, the Republican, got assassinated. I'm going to do about his life and different things, and then ask other questions. So we'll see how long this takes. All right, I'm going to ask his childhood. How was his childhood? Charlie Kurtz childhood. Please tell me, Charlie, how was your he was born in the late 90s. I tried to look him up. I couldn't find him. He was born in and he was 31, and I think he was a Libra. So please tell me about his past childhood. Was it with his family? He tried, let me look. There was some alcoholism in the family tree. Maybe his grandfather or someone who was addicted to alcohol or drugs in his family tree, and they didn't want people to know, because a lot of times people do have, drugs or alcohol or smoking. Maybe he had family members who did that he didn't want them to know, and they were trying to recover from it. They were having a bad habit of the alcohol or drugs or whatever, and they were trying to get over it, and he didn't want people to know. And his family had ideas. They moved from one town to another, and he had new ideas. He was very good in school, and he was good at communicating with other kids, and his parents would teach him to be a good communicator and good at school. So he was pretty good in school, and he had high standards. His family has high standards for him. His parents had high standards for him. So his family wanted him to do the best he could, he tried to work hard. And he was very creative. He had good ideas. He was born during, he wasn't like me, a Generation X. He was the other generation. So he was creative. He was very charming with the girls. As he got older, he was very, with the ladies. He was a ladies' man. He was good talker with ladies. And, when he was in high school, the girls liked him. And like I said, he was very hard worker in school and sports. He was a good hard worker. So it doesn't say he had any problems with his family so far. It just said his family were hard workers and they worked hard. I'm going to ask him, did he have a lot of girlfriends growing, Charlie? Charlie, did you have a lot of girlfriends? Please let me know. Charlie, did you have a lot of girlfriends? 3 cards. I'm just asking 3 cards. Did he have a lot of girlfriends? Oh, he teared down the walls because he was hurt a couple times when he was in relationships. So you see the bunny. He tries to be, he's very secure in his relationship. He tries to tear out the walls because he's been hurt in past relationships. So he tried to tear down the walls. I guess he was hurt a lot in different relationships. He wants to give and receive. He wants to be a good giver and receiver. He wanted to be a good role model and a good provider when he got older, when he was ready to get married. You are expression of spirit blossom. Take a new direction and be open to it. He wanted new experiences with women. He didn't want to, have the same kind of relationship. He wanted new experience. He wanted someone who was smart, who could be in his same level. So take a direction and be open to new experience. He had new experiences with women. He was a very smart guy. Yeah, he wanted new experiences. He went to college. He probably met them in college and wanted to do things with the ladies. A partner from the new age. He wanted someone who It's time to welcome it. Yeah, he wanted a partner who's smart and could work hard and do the same level as him. Yeah, he was some. It doesn't say he was a ladies' man, but he liked the women. I'm gonna try one more way of doing this. Was he a ladies' man? I'll ask one more time. Was he a ladies' man? You know, because he was very good looking, even though I don't follow, was not into his politics. I'm not a Republican. I'm a moderate. So, yeah. Was he a ladies' man? I'll look up one mermaid. Evelyn will teach you. He wanted someone to, he met his father to teach him new things, and he wanted his father taught him to be respectful of women and treat them well. So it says elderly. So I guess his father tried to teach women to treat women with respect and stuff. And it's time to act now. So he wanted to act now in the relationship with the women. He got married kind of young, so he was looking for his soulmate quickly. And he wanted to act now. He wasn't into waiting a long time to find his soulmate. He wanted to find her quickly. So he met her when he was younger. And the fear and ferrets change is natural good, and yes, it can hurt. So he had some problems with his wife when it began, when they started dating. Like, he got hurt. He was scared of being in a relationship with her because he was afraid of getting hurt. Must have been hurt in other relationships. So yeah, it doesn't say he was a ladies' man, but he was looking for a mate. You know, he didn't like to play the games of, you know, a relationship. He wanted a real relationship. All right. When he started doing these talks, you know how he started excuse me a minute. I'm making a video. I'll talk to you later. Bye. All right. Sorry about that. Like I was saying, when he was starting to make these videos, did he have any? Sorry. I said I'm making a video. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. Okay, I'm making a video. Bye. Bye. All right. Sorry about that. It's my husband trying to call me from his job. I'm sorry. Like I said, did he, when he was talking to these girls and boys at these colleges, did he ever think his life was in jeopardy? Did he ever take it serious, like, oh, my life's in jeopardy, someone's gonna shoot me, or, you know, because he probably had threatening phone calls, hang-ups and stuff. Did he ever feel like his life was threatened? Did he ever think, oh, my life is gonna, like, someone's gonna shoot me? I'm gonna do four cards. Did he ever feel like his life was threatened? Like, did he feel like, or did he say no? All right, living in the past. He did, forgiveness, lack of playfulness, moving forward. He was moving forward. He didn't want to, maybe he did feel a little bit like someone was threatening, but he wanted to move over. Like, he knew that people were out to get him, but they wanted lack of playfulness. Like, he was very, you know, he was not the kind of playful person, like, you know, he was more into, you know, politics and stuff. In independence, he wanted to move forward. It didn't say about right now if he coming clean. He was coming clean, that he thought that there might be people people were keeping secrets from him that he didn't know about. Maybe people knew that someone was coming to get to him, and they had secrets. He thought some people were keeping secrets about his life being in danger. His life was in danger, and he didn't know that at the time. There were people keeping secrets, and there were competition and conflict. There was conflicts in his life that someone might be coming out to get him, and he didn't know that. You know, like, people were covering it up. Like they said, people were holding secrets that his life was in danger, but he didn't know that, how serious it was. So there was rival, like, someone might come up to him and say things like, hey, we don't like what you stand for, and blah, blah, blah. And, there was tension. People didn't like what he said. They complained about him on the internet. People did not like him. And he tried to disconnect from these people who were negative in threatening him. So he tried to ignore them and not think about them and just go on with the speeches. So it doesn't really say that he felt threatened, but I'm going to check one more time. He knew that people, there was someone in his camp knew that someone was out to get him, but they were keeping it from him, so they were secrets. So I'm gonna go, I'll try one more time. Did he, toward the end, did he think his life was in turmoil? I'll ask one more time. If it answers. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Entertainment purposes. Did he really think his life was in danger that time? Like I said, did he ever, or did he just ignore people and just go there to talk and have conversations? I'll ask one more time. Did he ever, this one popped out. Oh, these are wrong, so I'll turn that. I'll shuffle one more time, sorry. Did he feel like his life was threatened at all? I'll ask one more time on that. All right, one more time. All right. Did he feel like his life was threatened? There was quiet power. There was truth. Emotional control. He thought he was in control of his life. He didn't really take it seriously. Like the wolf cried wolf. He didn't really take it seriously. He thought these people were control, and they misuse the power. Like he says, oh, these people are just talking the talk. They're not going to really do anything. There were disharmony. People didn't like what he said, what he stand for, his Republican views. They did not like it. He talked about, the Bible stuff. And lack of teamwork. He preferred to do one-on-one than be with other people. Even though he did have people, he preferred to be the one that's the speaker. He had courage, like standing up to these Democrats and the independents and speak his mind. He had courage. And his faith was tested all the time because he had those talks, one-on-one with these people who got up and talked. So he talked. His partnership. He was not happy in his partnership with love. But he was connected to his wife. They got married and he had a good relationship. It doesn't say that I don't think he knew that his life was seriously in danger. Other people did. Like, he didn't take it seriously. That's what the cards say. He didn't take it seriously. I'm going to ask, when he got shot, did he knew he was going to die? When he got, when it happened in his neck, did he knew he was going to die? I'll ask 3 cards. Did he think he was going to die when he got shot? Once it happened, did he know it was over? Like what they say, game over or something. Cards. Did he know that, once he was shot, he died, was going to die? He thought it was unfair. He got shot. He got boom, shot. I never saw the video of him being shot. I don't think I'd want to, because he felt like he was being punished for being, he was shot, and he thought he was being punished because of what he said. He said, oh shit. He probably thought to himself, oh shit, I got shot. And he thought he felt guilt. He felt guilty for saying what he spoken. At the time, he felt guilty for what he said before he got right at the time of him being shot. He felt guilty, and he was being punished. And he had negative thoughts like, "Oh God, I'm gonna die." He did think he was gonna die. He thought, "Oh God, I'm gonna die." The minute he got shot, yeah. and he felt victim mentality, like, oh, why is this happening to me? I know people, and he's going to move on. Once he got shot, he knew he was dying, and his body, if you believe in the stuff he did, he thinks he's going to move on after life, like he moved on after he died. He probably was saying goodbye to his family, and then boom, he died, and he came out of his body and moved on. He was finding peace when he was shot, and there were setbacks, and he forgave himself for his past. It probably went quick too. I'm gonna ask: when he died? Did it go quick, or did he linger and then? All right, 3 cards. When he got shot, did he linger in death, or did he die instantly? Charlie, did you die instantly, or did you linger and then die? It was movement. It was quickly. He was departing the earth quickly. It was moving fast because he got shot in the neck and he moved backwards. That's what they said in the video. And he was trying to be courage. He knew he was shot. When that happened, he knew he was shot. And he was departing from his life. He was leaving his body. And it was impulsive. It was going quickly. And it was hasty and untouchable. Like, he knew it was happening quickly. So it was quickly, and Puck, he felt self-confidence that that there would be a small chance that he might survive his death. There was a small chance. And he knew he'd be a public figure, when he died. He knew he was going to be a public figure. All right. After he got shot, the people, is there anything that he wants to say, Charlie, before I end this video? Charlie, do you want to say anything before before I end this video? Maybe I'll do update on his life and stuff. I'll do 4 cards. Charlie, you have anything to say before I say goodbye for now? It was a painful ending, being shot and killed and being assassinated from the guy. And there were deep wounds. He felt betrayed and lost. That someone would actually come out and do this and kill him quickly. And he felt defeated, He felt defeated, and, he wasn't going to be there for his wife, his children. He won't see them grow up. His kids won't meet them, and, they won't remember him only through the violent act of being killed. And he had money, though. He left his kids and his wife well off, They're not going to be, burdened with bills and stuff, and their security. And he was generous with his money, with his wife, his children. So they're going to be well off now that he passed. Seek personal closure. I guess he had pretty much closed what he could in his lifetime for 31 years. He closed as much as he could have lived. He did as much as he could for 31 years. So there were some delays, and he did some shortcuts before he died, so I'll look that up maybe in the future. He didn't think there was much closure in his life, too, He didn't do everything he wanted to because he died in a young age at 31. God, that's almost the age Jesus got us killed. He was 33, I think. But anyway, he didn't have any closure. He didn't get to say goodbye to his kids, his wife, his family. He didn't say goodbye to them. There was no closure. And there were delays, them getting to him when he died, and lack of motivation, because he couldn't do anything. Once you're shot, you can't move. And lack of compassion. He feels that people lack compassion. They don't like him. They're glad. He knows that some people are glad that he's gone. That's what it says, lack of compassion. He knows that some people are glad that he's gone, and he's bored in heaven, or if you believe in heaven. Yeah, he lack of motivation, lack of energy. He didn't have any energy once you got shot, and he knew people. There were some people who lack of passion, like they weren't very. The Democrats weren't passionate when they found out he died or get shot. They weren't like, they were glad. There was a lot of people who were not passionate and didn't care, and they weren't very sympathetic. So yeah, he knew that a lot of the Democrats were glad, and they weren't passionate. They lack passion. They're not very passionate. So that's all I have to say about him. Maybe in the video I'll make another one of him, unless something else comes to light, if there's more than just him. Actually, I'm going to ask one question while I'm doing this. I'm going to ask, was he the lone shooter, this guy? Does he think there's more than one shooter that shot him? And then that will be it. Sorry about that. Just came into my mind. Does he think there's more than one shooter? Dark side of wealth. He thinks that the guy wanted to be popular, that shot him, and wanted to, lack of resources. He didn't have a lot of money. The person who shot him didn't have a lot of money, and they wanted success. And he felt the guy felt lost because, he's going to be in prison, or he might go to the death penalty. So loss and opportunities. He had opportunities to be popular. The guy who shot him, the people who shot him, and they were wishful thinking that maybe he'll die if we shoot him. And they had choices, like the guy who shot him said, "Oh, I'm gonna go and take him out." They wanted to do that, so they had the choices of doing it, and they daydreamed about it. That's what it says down here. Entertainment purposes. It says daydream. The guy daydreamed of doing it. So, and he had conflict because he knew that if he did it, he would end up in prison or the death penalty. So he had conflicts about doing it or not doing it, the guy who did it. So he wasn't so sure. I think he left notes saying that he was torn if he should do it, or so he had conflicts about shooting him. And he wanted to win at all costs, like, oh, I want to show him that, because he was different, he had a different opinion about his beliefs than Charlie. His boyfriend was a transgender person, so they had, he didn't have it. So, yeah. So this time I am. Sorry about, I just wanted to answer that. So it doesn't say that if it was a lone person, but it said that he wanted to do it. The guy who shot him had conflicts of doing it because he knew that he would end up in prison or he'd get the death penalty. And he wanted to do it. So until my next video, take care and bye.